welcome. What is it you'd... Very well.
I would like to level up my... I think I'll go with strength. I think I'll put that up to...
Hunters have told me about, but of course I do. Isn't that farewell?
Go ahead and... Pungent blood cocktail. Get 5 of them. Five more. Let me check something real quick. I might as well buy supplies, that way if I absolutely need them, I have them. I don't know what half this crap does. Well, I mean, I know what this stuff does, but, I just...
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Erdon Chapel.
And, I've got a lot of, as you can tell, bloodstone shards from just kind of doing my thing. Might as well upgrade. So I've got all these blood shards. Oh, it upgraded them all to that. Okay, cool. Didn't even notice. Hunter's blunderbuss. I could go... I did do a ritual all the way up here? I think. Didn't I? Which one did I do? I honestly don't know what... I don't know what these things do. I have no clue. Like, you make dungeons and whatnot. I mean... Let's go to the Chamber of the Seal, I guess. I don't... Let's see if it's an exact carbon copy of that one. Okay, this one's central, so it looks a tad bit different. I don't know if the placement of the... They didn't really do a good job of explaining, like, anything of this whole scenario. Like, I don't know what these... I don't know what the different rituals are. I don't know if I, like... You don't know these things. They don't tell you. And I'm fine with some ambiguity, but also some explanation is highly appreciative, because... I genuinely don't know what's, you know, if I genuinely don't know what's going on, then, you know, I mean, I'm just pretty much gonna run over here and kill all these guys anyway. Seems like I'm just too over-leveled for all this stuff, too. And I put it, like, a little bit up. You saw that I put the chalice a little bit up. I thought maybe placement might have something to do with it, but I have no idea. They didn't explain anything about this. It's just here. I mean, cool, there's stuff, and there's exploration, and the ambiguity and mystery, but sometimes you want a little bit of a concrete kind of, you know, sometimes something that you can understand somewhat. You know, I mean, I assumed I assumed we would do a ritual, and then at the end of said dungeon, which whatever dungeon it was, didn't matter, but at the end of said dungeon, what would happen was we'd get, like, a piece for, like, the next puzzle or whatever. And granted, I got materials and stuff, but it doesn't feel like I made any sort of progress to getting to the end of the dungeon. Like, is it supposed to be this week? Is it supposed to be like this? I don't know. I can't find a guide anywhere either. The guides to freaking Bloodborne seem to be about as common as the Holy Grail. I don't know. I'm still enjoying the game a lot, though. It's something I'm going to be playing while I'm also doing Pillars of Eternity. I love that game. Oh, God. If you're listening to this, please go, and you have a computer that can run it, which I'd say quite a few can, please go out and buy Pillars of Eternity. It is amazing. Oh, it's hard to do any kind of series on it, though. That's why I'm only doing, like, the 10 parts or whatever, because it's very CRPG, you know, old school. It's very dense. It's very thick and rich. It's like a really thick dessert. You can't really have it all the time, but you like it when you have it. At least that's my kind of viewpoint on it. Some Molotovs, that's cool. Alright, so we went up the stairs when we came through here, so go back up this set, and then looks like he's trying to make a beeline. Like, I am one-hitting all these things, pretty much. Which, granted, hey, Souls game and you're one-hitting things. Shut up and take it, you know? Except for this game. I do hate I seem to find myself getting blocked into corners a lot in these, in Bloodborne. At least more than I did in the other Souls games, from what I can remember. I guess since it's primarily melee, the enemies are going to be charging at you full speed, so I don't know. It's a very, very odd game. Well, I guess not odd. It's a very different feeling Souls-type game. I know it's not a Souls game, technically. It's Bloodborne, but it's got the same DNA, pretty much. It's a Souls game in spirit. I guess we'll come across whatever boss is here. I might be a tad over-leveled. Again, I don't know exactly what is considered over-leveled for these dungeons. I really don't. I'm sure that boss had a lot of design and effort and polish and all that stuff that went into it, but I don't know. I'm so over-leveled for these areas, and it's hard to tell if you are. Like, does the placement of the chalice matter? I have no earthly idea. I don't even know if these really do anything other than unlock more dungeons. I really don't. Surprised I didn't get poisoned from that. But I don't know if they add, I don't know if there's any real purpose to these things. Not that there needs to be, I mean, but, you know, I guess more dungeons is fine. I've heard that this might have something to do with the ending. I have no idea. I've like heard getting like the true ending or something. I don't know. It's entirely possible, but I don't know. They've made no real. I don't know. There's not enough context clues for me to figure out exactly what this is for, and I'd like to figure it out on my own, on my own. Bleh. Just getting kind of all over the place, aren't I? Like my sister's dog. They have a giant. They have a if the thing stands up, it's a 6-foot tall Siberian Husky. Like, yeah. The thing's as tall as, well, I'm 6'3" something. So it's almost as tall as me. That's a big frickin' dog. And it kept growling at me. and then growling at me when I wouldn't pet him. He was very bipolar. Or maybe that's not the right phrase. At any rate, he was a giant Siberian Husky. Also a ferret, which I want a ferret now. Those things are the most adorable things I've ever seen. Talking a lot in this episode. I need to start talking more. I have a tendency to, when I'm playing a game, to get kind of so fully wrapped in it, I'm not, like, discussing, like, oh, hey, what's... Ooh, I need to think of what's the point, what's coming up, blah, 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 or something like that, and then I just never get around to it. I definitely like fire paper, so I appreciate that dungeon. Wait, is that a... Oh, that's... Oh, Molotov, cool. If nothing else, I'm getting a few extra souls. I mean, it's not any noticeable amount, but they're there. It's something, you know? Go ahead and heal, might as well. I'm liking getting fire paper. If running these dungeons mean I get fire paper, I'm all for it. Get here. Keeper of Old Lords. Ooh, Pyromancer. My turn. Again, I might be a little over leveled. On the plus side, I mean, there's plenty of boss fights and stuff. That's, and they all. I think personally that there's a better variety in the terms of the actual bosses than most of the Souls games. I think I haven't seen anything quite as fantastical as in some of the stuff in Demon Souls, like the Dragon God needing like to hit him with 2 spear ballistas and then slash his face, and or the Storm King and all his fun little stuff. But I think Bloodborne has a really good mix, personally. Enjoyable game. I think it's great. Despite any of the problems I had with the, like, I still can't believe I got a strike over. It took forever to fix, but oh well. You know, if I got a strike for Bloodborne, I've got a copy of MLB The Show, and I don't know if I want to cover it. I know it's like a big Sony thing, but I'm not necessarily the biggest, I don't know, fan of that, like baseball, but I think I'll give it a shot. If nothing else, do like a limited series or something. This reminds me of the final boss of the third world in, as my brain fries, Demon Souls. Like the little monks and everything, all that fun stuff everywhere. Tomb mold. That's what all this reminds me of. Something I'd see in like that. Ooh, what do we got in here? Ooh, crap. I didn't think I was close enough. So far, the boulder's the most dangerous thing I've come across. need to finish that Yorbies. Interesting kind of concept. I don't know how well I consider it executed. I think the jump feature is really hindering that little title quite a bit. It's a little too hard to dodge. Let's check this way first. Let's see. Ooh. Getting a lot of bloodstones and stuff. That's cool. What do we got in here? More tomb mold. This is definitely an interesting concept. Having these kind of dungeons and whatnot, kind of separate entities in their own right from the main world, which is fairly large, and there's, you know, plenty of stuff you can easily overlook. So, it's fascinating to me, at the very least. Let's see what we got here. Fire paper. I do greatly appreciate all the fire paper. I am all for Team Fire Paper. Doesn't seem to be... Maybe I need to go back to the beginning. Jerk. If I'm not mistaken, last time I was in a dungeon like this, there was that kind of little secondary area you could go to. They did the same thing. Doing good on health potions, and I got 17 bullets. That's plenty for now. Okay, that's the gate I need to open. This is the guy I need to smack in the head with my big old axe, which I love. Love my axe. Ooh, door. You know, playing Bloodborne makes me realize there's not too many things coming out here soon. I mean, we've got The Witcher, another Wolfenstein, which is surprising to me because I keep thinking I know the last one came out last year, so we got another this year, which is crazy to me, but whatever. Witcher, Wolfenstein, Batman, Mortal Kombat, and bugger all if I can remember. Not much else. State of Decay, like a couple of ports and stuff, or like, you know, re-releases, which is fine. What the freaking barnacle? But, not a lot. I'm looking forward to The Witcher and Mortal Kombat X quite a bit. I'm sure they'll be great. Or at least I hope they are. I don't know if they will be. Witcher I have the utmost faith in, and I like the last Mortal Kombat, so... what are you gonna do? Should be getting Mortal Kombat early. That'll come in handy. I'll tell you what, finding someone that can get you things early is really helpful if you cover games. And you can't figure out how to get a PR copy or anything like that. You don't know the contacts, you don't know the whatever. Downside is you don't know when the embargo is or blah 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 blah, which I mentioned in that one video. Yeah, but hey, you know, take risks. I forgot the private, my bad. No, the Demon Souls is not my fault. Spanish email gave out those strikes. Possible to contact. I think I might do some more Life is Strange. I love that game. Life is Strange. Oh, I love that game. It's so much. I love games like that. I'm actually not that. I wish we had more games that didn't focus on quite as much combat. I get it, gameplay, you need something to do, but I just really I love those type of games. That's why I love Life is Strange. Oh, I love that game. Even though the lip syncing is some of the worst that has ever been put to any video game. Excuse me while I pull this lever. Fire paper on you? Nope. Then I don't care about you. Which way to go? Oh, there we go. Item. I don't really use those blood cock. Oh, wait. Small. Tiny little treasure chest. Ritual blood. Cool. I'll take it. That's souls I don't have to spend. I mean, I'd have to. I can't use them level up, so I'd have to spend it on that. Or something like that. Although I think I use Madman's knowledge for that. Oh, well. See what kind of boss we have here. Might need to use the old fire paper. Ooh, big door. Special, are we? Well, we'll see about that. We'll see how special you are. You are special enough to get... You fight like the wet mother. Very quick movements. Not gonna help you. I'm gonna kill you with a visceral kill. Or I'll just do this. That was, I don't know if these guys I don't understand. But we do seem to get a different, like, location of the chalice or whatever. So, I guess off to Hunter's Dream. Alright, so... I will buy, since I can only get... I'll take 10. Nah, I don't really use those. I'll buy some of these. That way I have them on standby in case I need them. And then I'll get oil urns. And I'll keep the oil urns in check in case I need to set something on fire. And we'll repair our hunter axe. Are you all going to sell me something other than just, like, crap? Shaman bone. Can you, like, give me something that doesn't, like, suck? Please? You know, I didn't even check. Did you all get, like, something... They get ritual blood. I can't tell if, like, someone's supposed to spawn there or not. It just doesn't kind of, you know... I don't know. But we'll go back to the Grand Cathedral, and, yeah. We'll, see what the... We'll go kill the witch or whatever. I don't know. We'll check. I think I'll do the PvP later when I wake up today. Because it's, like, 4 a.m. when I'm recording this. Excuse me, guys. I don't feel like dealing with you. I really don't. So I'm just going to run. One problem with this game, pop-ins. Quite a few pop-ins. Not the biggest concern, especially since it's opening. Yeah, I just got tongue-tied there. Especially since it's one kind of big open world that's very dense, very populated. You know. So, not that big of a deal, but it's noticeable. I will say, I don't know if this is my favorite game in the series, but I think it's my favorite world of the kind of From Software things. I underestimated stamina, and I just completely ran into that thing, you know. Huh? You look... Didn't I fight you in the first go-round? You don't look like something I fought. Whoa. I got wrecked.